Check it out, y'all. Check it out. It's stuff going around that y'all don't know about. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what's going on here?
If you listen to what we say, it's like...
It's something different. You know what I'm saying?
It's something impossible. From the crew that rocks the style state of the art.
1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to rock? Live at the Ritz, exclusive East Coast appearance. John Wayne on acid.
Yo, what's up, TEAL? You know what I'm saying? In here, my man ELIGH. About to bust it on down for you, you know. Break the facts down for you real simple like. Just listen close, you know. Check me out. Yeah, it's the most corrosive with a host of explosives. I'm just bragging and boasting. Don't trip, just focus. Growing up in the town was a harrowing experience. Barely got clear of it, daring me to experiment with hallucinogenics. Used to spin the C-note on a zipper shrooms, hide it in the sleeve of my coat. Smoking weed in public like it's legal to smoke. 17 years old, didn't mean to go that route, but I did a chug a swig of the Jack Daniels. Wore fat flannels and packed camels before fan mail, grand scale larceny on all dark seats. They was just a farce to me. Act like they had Parkinson's disease. They start offending me with their energy. Wrong chemistry like mercury and H2O. But then again, that makes you flow, you know. And rapping was a gaping hole. Coming out was inescapable. Take control. I couldn't wait for those that wasn't serious with this. It was debatable. They was over this quick. I hopped in feet first, even though I didn't know the business. I had to risk it. I wouldn't have it any other way. I had to learn those lessons to get where I was today. I wouldn't have it any other way. I had to learn those lessons to get where I was today.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Display lyrics to wake up spirits, bring night today. I wouldn't have it any other way. Contorting the sport to court the trueness in the way we convey. Lyricism upon the schoolyard, put up for grabs. Beatbox on the table, we did what we were able. Exposure like a coaster in the confines of a holster. Before we were brought about, we figured out what we were about. Amount to haunt the clownies who called us brownies. Scouts on a mission to please, by far the opposite. Composite, a drawing of an unknown adventure. Sawing over the bony mind stakes in the climate. Primates, not educated on what we had created. Belated birthday celebrated in the midst of the clenching fist, the most hated. Interrupted talent upon the yard. Scarred by far, way before our time. I wouldn't have it any other way. Display lyrics to wake up spirits, bring night today. I wouldn't have it any other way. Contorting the sport to court the trueness in the way we convey.
Sipping Thunderbird, I still haven't come up off this. Go to rap. Fuck all trying to come up off the labor pains. Rap veterans use a name so you can gain money off the tape peddling. If you unsure where you're stepping, then you shouldn't step in. Stay on the outside looking in. Understand you got no one to be impressed, and I collaborate with others for the sheer pleasure, and cause we share the same platform for expression. In no shape or form do I intend on benefiting, but some think it's necessary to buy equipment to buy their way in. And the funny thing is they ain't getting played, they do end up playing. Coming up off folks like me who continue to be hustling, still trying to get my foot in the door. 10 plus years and running. Non-talent having dicks, I'd kill y'all if I was capable, or check a chin every now and then, but I'm intent on staying home. I work hard every day and work harder to make progress, just to watch you virgins enter my domain and reap the benefits. If I ever catch you in my property, all bets are off. Right between the eyes, I got the sleep locked in the crosshairs.
As I speak about a senseless teeth into someone else's masterpiece, God forbid I catch him stealing any fruits off of my trees. Homeboys, you got some nerve talking about how you been paying dues. Really, you're just another silver spooner who bought their way into a crew. Words from a man who's been rapping ever since the 5th grade. Now means rent, leisure activity, survival, peace of mind, and a hot plate. Don't waste your breath or a step and try and serve me to my face. You pose no threat, put together some songs and serve me up a demo tape. However, the pride blocks the ability to realize this. They're drifting straight to the wayside due to identity crisis. Disturbing to watch my culture become commercialized. I got a feeling somebody's watching me from a vulture's eye. So if I never surface from the underground, don't be surprised. In order to repurify the art form, I was forced to cut off all ties. This goes out to all those thinking my lifestyle's a trend. You'll understand my viewpoint when you find your jaw knocked off its hinge.
Okay, I understand what you would probably like. The way a person serves the words upon the mic. That day, you saw him in the circle jerking the jocks that rocked the night, striking with ever photogenic pose that would probably make your girl want to be his mate. The sex appeal, right? You pulled him to the side and then offered him a light for the neck blend that you rolled him. While he hit it, you told him he had a ridiculous style and his hair was fresh. Lest we forget, a week prior to this, you didn't know this kid. You were asleep, trying to keep an eye upon your eyelids. The concept was as alien to you as testing grids. Influence is good. Let's fast forward it through your career and surmise it within 2 words. Parasite bite, it's a racker's delight. Have you heard of Fox? The only merc that goes straight home after winning every fight. I'm kind of angry for it to come to this, at a test sounding trite. But now I have to dodge these ticks and blood-sucking mites, deducting all of the tapes that I give out and the telephone fantasies these fools wish to live out through the T156K and dream passports that give out information on their favorite rapper, including their mail route. I love support, a parasitic association in the year 2000 I could possibly live without.
Why is it that fools love to benefit off my struggles? These parasitic cynics wanna finish what I started when I departed the studio an hour ago and let the vanity show, but with no talent to blow. And yet they're waiting for the red carpet to start to unroll and take pictures with the favorite MCs in social circles. No feature in that style of life. I stand with honor and virtue. Alert you that respect comes from hustling dudes, not crews. Why is it that I choose to be considerate a little bit? Walk with humility where tranquility is imminent. Conscious in the present tense, my self-defense is prevalent. Consciously creative, I am native. Vocal instruments are passed up and evaded, cause I'm jaded that you're faking it. My crew is accoladed, cause our destiny's awakening.
Came from the left, kicking harder than your breath, force of the wind. Led from within, the sin subtracts from what I've been through. Balances out, talent no doubt. Catch it in the current, no deterrent to what I've sent you.
Hey, it's all monkey see, monkey do. What's really inside of you? What's the motives to the things you do? Things you thought you knew. Nobody knows if nobody grows.
Reach to increase intermediate to the top, intercedes in a medium, untapped like a natural element expelled in a breeze.
Seize the moment, these opponents, they really don't want it. I mean, why put it out when your ass don't own it?
And then they write it down and journalize, speculate and generalize, mask their lives and all these lies they need to realize.
Look between your eyes, it's life ain't free, man. You gotta pay for what you need.
Cross the deadly sea to live eternally. Tidal waving, saving both coasts like we need. A coast guard striking hard, lightning force, we the force.
Powerful potions spread across globes on a map through the windy moss. Oceans holding the answers lost.
There was a lost, mine was lost. Who wants to be found? So many wanna be fly but stand on shaky ground. Shaky ground.
Powerful potions spread across globes on a map through the windy moss. Oceans holding the answers lost.
There was a lost, mine was lost. Who wants to be found? So many wanna be fly but stand on shaky ground. Shaky ground.
Earthquaking, breaking down the walls of society. Lie to me, tell me that it's alright all night.
All tight like a twister, mister, I'm your master. Faster than a flash flood, taking blood and disasters.
And after they donate, the dead hands will pronate. And FEMA might come through, but they always show late.
These fates are Porsche, have you racing like a Porsche. High power, out of control of the talents that you hold.
Marsupial thoughts, ideas tucked down underneath the skull cap, clung to the mainframe with a sharp aim. My life force is a push and a push is like a shove. At times it's disastrous, but it's all done for the love.
It's the forces of nature, they be pushing through the winds, pushing through these lives that we're in. This touch of life as it begins, when we be kicking it with folks and our friends. It's in our nature. It's in our nature, it's the forces of nature. They be pushing through the winds, pushing through these lives that we're in. This touch of life as it begins, when we be kicking it with folks and our friends. It's in our nature, it's in our nature. The forces of nature, they be pushing through the winds, pushing through these lives that we're in. This touch of life as it begins, when we be kicking it with folks and our friends. It's in our nature, it's in our nature.
I feel we really been blessed by the goddess, man, we best to stay modest. Humble like the tumbleweeds that travel across the brain. Roaming on the plains of your thoughts. Feel the wind gust. Feel us what we got.
It's a gift of speech, kids could reach in, pull up their chin, challenge gravity, opposite of a cavity build. Ain't no time to yield, feel the thrill. When you're out of forces, you're in a standstill.
Yes, the fans will follow if your soul's not hollow. Shallow like a wave pool, got you feeling like a fake fool. Decisions that'll break you, make you realize the stakes, fool. This is what the force will do.
Make you see what's real and wipe off the residue. I vow to flow fresh and forever stay new, true. Doing what I gotta do, doing what I wanna do. The opposite of a faker, it's the forces
Tapping me
of
with
nature.
taxes isn't natural. My axis is an actual attraction to the earth that I've been trapped in.
In dilapidated fractions of the masses, I'm attracting quite magnetic. We pull if you stuck in a rut. We make it happen, force it tapping on the soul life windows that's fogged up and clogged up brain cells. We wake up
the
with brain
forces
cells
of nature, they be pushing through the winds, pushing through these lives that we in. This touch of life as it begins, when we be kicking it with folks and our friends. It's in our nature, it's in our nature. It's the forces of nature, they be pushing through the winds, pushing through these lives that we in. This touch of life as it begins, when we be kicking it with folks and our friends. It's in our nature, it's in our nature. The forces of nature, they be pushing through the winds, pushing through these lives that we in. This touch of life as it begins, when we be kicking it with folks and our friends. It's in our nature, it's in our nature, nature.
Somebody else is born. People are celebrating while other people mourn. Home may be home to you, but to me it's foreign. Even a matador don't pull the bull by the horns. One man's enemy is another man's friend. One man's poison is another man's medicine. So let us stand, let us sit, and let us view the changing of the guard. So it's so hard to keep it true. It's the balance of the scales, it can't be challenged or expelled. Soon as somebody lost, somebody else prevails. Someone is quiet at the same time someone yells. Half full or half empty, water in the well. It's the half and half hypothesis, the 50-50 theory. Eerie as it may seem, check your balance beam. It's the half and half hypothesis, the 50-50 theory. Eerie as it may seem, yo check your balance beamer with a feather and a rock. Now whether or not you find the answer is really not the plot. See, it's like love and hate, the same emotion, different weight. People love to hate, so I know you know just how this all relates. The positive and the negative, mini and the mega live. Arm a leg, arm headed by a nigga. Like big and small and short and tall and night and day and so on. Some people are bashing, some people just love to get their flow on. No, here goes one to go on. I'ma go on and on and on till the principles are laid out. The scales of justice weighed out till your memory starts to fade out. Your game of life is played out. Gotta balance out the power, don't we? Balance your emotions. Push and pull positions like the moon pulls on the ocean. Balance on one foot, that's equilibrium. Opposites attract and retract, that's a fact. I'm a Libra, y'all. 180 degrees, but not that hot. So whether or not you find the answer is really not the plot. Cause giving is receiving, seeing is believing. And the solar system rotates so harmonious and even. It's perfectly balanced. It's perfectly balanced. It's perfectly balanced.
Now our journey comes to perfection. Hip-hop, in its essence, perfectly placed on the track. BOAC from the Earthling crew. Come to rip this microphone for you. Get juice, it's time to get happy. Yeah, jump for joy, check it on. Yeah, the MC, the writer, the disc jock, the beat blocks. The MC, the writer, the disc jock, the beat blocks. The MC, the writer, the disc jock, the beat blocks. The EMC, double E. Now what's the freshest? Flow you know that never gets old like mildew. And every time you catch it, you react with chills through your spine to the toes in your shoe. When I rhyme like I do, I get the lobes of my mind in the bloom. So one day, some say, you've got the freshest in a nook, cranny, crevice. Simply on the premise of type B breaks, cush lyrics, fun hip-hop, just good music. I'm a ELIGH, so consider us tight. While you rhyme in a circle with invisible mics. Ouch, that's gotta hurt. Now while you kick it on your couch in a weed t-shirt, I'm out really doing work. I see several punks at every 10th show, claiming that they rap, blazing sacks, dressing hoes, is so sad. But I won't let it get me pissed. A rapper tries to front, then the MC's dissed. Suckers make me nauseated like I'm seasick. They got no pride, tongue-tied and speechless. Shout out to Z-Trip who pushed the remix. We bout to rock your city. writer, the disc jock, the beatbox, the MC, the writer, the disc jock, the beatbox, the MC, the writer, the disc jock, the beatbox, the EMC. Now what's the dopest beat you ever heard get ripped? Is it this? If it isn't, it's a millimeter second. I am BOAC, helping rap with this Zelda track. It's a swell task, schooling kids is hella whack. After that I'll meet a freak, leave my fleet and take a taxi back to my pad like Maxi. Tip the cabbie, check my versability. Believability. I'm seated at life's lie detector, not sweating, yes I'm honest. My poems hold leverage, I flow about what I know, then sip an ice cold beverage. My rhyme is nice and generous, it feeds you what you need, indeed the cleverest. Kids trip and have to give respect. You ain't heard nothing yet from this urban/suburban intellect. I got connected concrete streets and trees. Keep a wide open look, I'ma reach rich folks in MV, weed merchants and sly Oakland crooks. So when my box is empty, I'll be happy, I guess. It's a few more tapes, a step closer to success. I'll be heard about through word of mouth. People might wanna observe me now. This goes out to the MC, the writer, the disc jock, the beatbox, the MC, the writer, the disc jock, the beatbox, the MC, the writer, the disc jock, the beatbox, the EMC, double E, double.
I figured out by now I'm gonna live forever. No one's a legend until they pass away. Asking anyway who's running this asylum. A young manic depressive giving her a smile. Pull up a chair, I'll think here for a while. Girls on the floor trying to wax tile. AWOL 1 just trying to freeze fire. Forever MC until the night I retire. I can feel the stare coming through the radio. Sleeping all day must be the way to go. Where I go, I leave no prints. Sleeping all day must be the way to go. Sleeping all day must be the way to go. I've been up all night, sleeping all day. My father wasted sperm when he made me, and it's hard enough nowadays just acting normal. Still gotta be to work on time. I've been up all night, sleeping all day. My father wasted sperm when he made me, and hard enough nowadays just acting normal. Still gotta be to work on time. Now all you soak up is another drink. Friday night, $2 things, but overdose is the theme of my life. I wish I had me a dog right now so I could kick him. Sleeping all night, last call 2 a.m. 7 a.m. it's time to go to work again. Drinking caffeine in the morning, feeling ill. Blow up on stage just by standing still. Dance like it's your last day on earth. I got this talent that I could do with my eyes. I could change them from brown to blind. Up all day, sleeping all night. In line for an hour just to get in, only to see a group that was whack. Overconfident with nothing to say. I couldn't hear him cause it sounded like crap. Anyway, but you're at the spot, eyes searching for C. You said I wonder if she'd go for a loser like me. But you're young and you fall in love with anything. Trying to stare down somebody's daughter, looking like $1,000,000 just to touch. But knowing that cats always land on their feet. But Whittier Boulevard, she's walking in the street. But do your dance like it's your last day on earth, and shake what your mother gave you at birth. I can feel the stare coming through the radio. I've been up all night, sleeping all day. My father wasted sperm when he made me, and it's hard enough nowadays just acting normal. Still gotta be to work on time. I've been up all night, sleeping all day. My father wasted sperm when he made me, and it's hard enough nowadays just acting normal. Still gotta be to work on time. Dance like it's the last day on earth. I got this talent that I can do with my eyes. I can change them from brown to blind. Up all day, sleeping all night. Dance like it's the last day on earth. I got this talent that I can do with my eyes. I can change them from brown to blind. Up all day, sleeping all night.
They talk a lot but know a little. Claim to be ballin' but hardly could dribble. Act like they're hard but hella brittle. Sweater they down but really not. Having a floss at every spot. Proud to be tricks but always get caught. Get to receive us the game. Tricks at the sleeve of the same. When they fuck up they find someone else to blame. Swear that they fresh but shit is old. Afraid of their own but be acting bold. Nothing has changed, the same old mode. I've seen the enemy and it's us. I know what the ways, watch out they must consume, devour, destroy everything they can rip from the palms to the fingertips. Born and raised in the land of the brave, the land of the slave, the land of the skinhead and a deadhead and a dreadhead. America's a melting pot with a lot of bloodshed. They believe they can buy happiness. Already got a down payment on liberty, and heaven has been put on layaway. But stay away from the teachings that are doing the readings and put them to hell. Afraid to rebel, but scream revolution. Revolution is what they eat, sleeping shit out of their mouths when conversing with others. Confusing for truth and smother it in their offspring who grew up preaching the same thing. So it never dies, it multiplies in multiples. It magnifies from microscopic to thought boy size. So they end up just living the lies, and when shown the truth, don't compromise or compensate. The procrastination is overweight, too fat and lazy to exercise their rights, and to their left is not a damn thing. These enemies of ours, I've seen them. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. You see them left and right. Yeah, but we see them every time, dude. What, they don't say much but follow through. Operate with or without a crew, holding it down on the avenue. Diving topics hella deep. Always be building, never sleep. Elevate levels of the hella steep. They come from the east and the west. Be boys and girls at their best. For the love of hip hop, putting it into this BS. Know the depression, that's on the real. Giving the crowd something to feel. Showing true colors, no matter the deal. I've seen the saviors and they're us. They just don't know it yet, just don't show it yet. They're found in the underground, in the dark, giving like through the mic, through the cannon, turntable, and by that they talk. Follow me, walk from place to place, recognize their face in the mirror. It's multimedia, they surround us. We're them, the men and women who be given into this innovative and creative art form, who refuse to conform to the norm that's sworn back and forth and fall out and fall off and go soft until their biodegrades, along with the original purpose for taking part in this art. And with no heart, they fall apart. Lifespan is hella short. Never should have stepped foot in this court. Never had a physique for the sport. Meanwhile, our styles will intermingle like fingers crossed. The filter then gripped and ripped to the bullshit that's been smeared at the clear up. I've seen them, these enemies of ours. You have to give me a little bit of info. Melancholy gypsies, living legends, U.S. pros, Middle East Coast, absolute or rotten cliff. What? Global flotation, Woodstock, basic, Johnson, elusive, B-boy kingdom, onomatopoeia. Everyone who's down for true, living life, do what you do, no matter what they tell you. It's us. It's us. It's us.
A four-letter word to describe your demise. S is for the supplement of fresh lines. A is for always alleviating my paper mate on a paper slate. C is for yes, with 3 eyes to see. H reminds me to never hesitate. I send words like beams. My emblem holds power, seems to never weaken. Always molecules I will assemble through force and tempos, fresh flows, but control though I go astronomical. Calculate this, all scholars carry spirals to assist on an African sand. Watch me scratch the lay of the land. A star for each finger on my hand. Then we walked around the fire, then looked offshore. I'm sure you can't imagine, but back then we carried congas and made beats live and spoke jive through it. Now we carry mics with the cable to get ripped. Still important messenger, messages on top, speakers cops knocking at my door. I've got the knowledge, I've been here before. I'm here now and I do what I must. If I must bust, I can trust I lie. Have me bust these rhymes so they shine, but suckers play my back and emerald in line. But I just shine at a million candles per square inch. When times are intense, that's the power that's released at will. Skill on the pages or drilling on any mill or mill. I prefer to build.
Telegram with wings, escaping to spread the message. Breaking into a bed and breakfast to get some sleep and coffee. You'll get grinded up in the grinder. In the name of intercourse, it's raining babies fighting off the common cold with an umbrella and a cordless beard trimmer. All the pigeons have flown home to Greece, combing the streets looking for homeless priests who can't afford the beer sinners. Pigeonholed, dependent on breadcrumbs. Losing weight will make you look weird thinner. Falling under wartime tax write-off. More time to bottle my own water. Riding off to the sunset. Traffic, bottleneck, battle bot, rattle thoughts off like crossword puzzle. One down, intersects with 2 across. I'm through with lacrosse. Come across with aggressive fun to boss you around. Personal assistant, little sister ass kicking. Asking car crash victims for horse race predictions. Airbags expanding, Fred Astaire dragging his heels across her station wagon as it peels out. Get a tattoo of a dragon with his tail wagging. Still a flag and everything patriotic cause I pay taxes. Don't stay under the bridge on the River Kwai when it collapses. Magical moment, completely at home and free of assignment. The movement of time bends, a corkscrew of omens, haystack of voicemails, blocking the driveway with the trash can lit sideways. dedicated to the destiny. Tomorrow the monitor will be repaired by burglars watching watchdogs synchronized sleep shifts. Gear yourself up for the worst with intentions better than hand-drawn birthday greeting cards, yet more hazardous than eating shards of glass in an empty class filled with erasers. You don't have any classes canceled, trapped in a glacier with a napkin just in case your nose gets runny. You're frozen dummy, defrosted, be exhausted. Europeans crossed it, Vikings with horns on their helmets, taking the helm, shaking the elm to get the cat out of the tree. Watch out for that tree planted by Eskimos. Manifest the freshest flows, it's just aggressive fun for the whole family. If you're cold, turn the heat on, turning it up another notch. Let your brother watch what he wants to. It's his birthday next summer, and it's my birthday next year. Celebrate with the sacrifice I acrocise when I'm off the mark, using helicopter parts to build my time machine. Teleport to a heliport on a pyramid, deconstruct the tyranny. This beacon is heat seeking, can't handle the heat, and it will track meat meter. Buster, fingerprint duster, can almost put your finger on it. Looking up this drinker's vomit like it was haunted. Running out of ideas. Psychic reality.
For everything there was a time. I'm stealthy, I'm mentally taking your wealth. I happen to be an MC that cannot be defeated by anyone else. See, I'm at the top, I gotta get you off these people aspirin for the fame. Wait, your styles are lame. Even the rigor mortis, you're mortified by this name. Over the top of your head, and my lyrics are pissing you off like a condom. Taking over the microphone like a psycho in a cyclone. Watch out for the eye of the hurricane. Couple of juvenile bastards scaring Kool-Aid. Pale guy will fly high, never be able to conquer the sci-fi. ELIGH, melancholy, taking the lyrical venom in single file. Not a consumable object of wishing that you would stop biting my style. Super, the extracurricular activist put you in line. Pin yourself in the corner with a toothbrush and a bucket of deception. Reception to the rescue right away. I need a price check on this guy. Aisle 9, devastating worldwide.
Well, I once walked to an island, white smiling. Don't believe me, his name was Coney. Chillin' with a funny cinnamoni at Coney, full of bologna, eating abalone appetizers, wearing visors. It was the style back then. I was on the East Coast, kinda homesick, don't know where to get back was to swim, so I swam. Transformed into aqua, bro, at the corner storm. Was off at sunrise, I'm splashing the McMurray on 2 during twilight hours. Traveled east, I found myself west on a quest in the middle of nowhere. Then I woke up from a dream and the sound of the found was the sound of the world drowning, pounding, hounding, surrounding me. So I transformed to a Pacific Island or historic, prehistoric Panamanian python. My long physical structure's gonna warp your structure with a flush, and I'm gonna show you that I can take the malice in the minds of men. From the backside, I'm no wax that side. So when I kick it, you're gonna slide and glide all over the pavement. Engraved on Uranus, you'll be famous for miscellaneous reasons. Taking the blame with no shame, I proclaim my name is SCARUB. It's your ass fault, your ass crawl, and your ass fault when your ass call for a challenge.
Trust in me, just in me. Shut your eyes, trust in me. Hold still, please.
Approach my mental dimension with physical apprehension. Feel the tension building, or is it your fate just sealing you in? Should I begin to interfere? Chop off an ear for your listening pleasure, cause I'm displaying them styles beyond measure. Yeah, every second of life should be treasured, because you never know when it could be your last. You never know when I could blast with my telekinetic ability. I rhyme when it has agility. You booty MCs are killing me with laughter after the fact. They counterattack, I'm still breaking the backs. Sons of Nishak will always reign supreme, hitting you bees with unforeseen gleam. A glare staring to my styles to the complex, breaking your neck in a suplex from top turnbuckle. Placing my knuckles just above your belt buckle. You erupt in anger, cause you're stranger to the pain than sin. You're looking at sick last night, so I send you home and recommend you take 2 gypsies and call me in the morning. Should've read what it said on the warning. Don't tap on MCs from the west, they're considered to be quite vicious. And when approached by a booty MC, the behavior turns malicious. If you wanna keep the bones unbroken, better take a token. You better keep it soft spoken. If you wanna keep it choking, you wanna get a little soaked in.
Living your life as a hero won't change the world. Spinning towards self-destruction, derange your world, strange your world, turns. Slapping a man with the back of my hand on the back of his head. He was better off dead when he said he was gonna defeat me, gonna beat me. His lyrics were sleepy, tied to his mouth. I fired a flow that permanently eliminated his ego, dropping that shit like a seagull. Miscellaneous, when his money just coming to pieces, he couldn't comprehend it. His end was near, coming clear. All day you were gone. Be honored, boy. You're never to come back. You're whack. My lyrics are beats like a pop boy's gut sticking out. They're putting a return. When you gonna learn, you're gonna burn. I yearn for whackers, the MCs. I'll crack your back like a polyseed. Shatter your life and swallow your dreams. It seems impossible, but you better believe I do it at the time. I once stabbed an MC, but he was whack, so there was no crime. It's time for me to put my tip, but you won't stop this rhyme. Guess who got dicked?
Well, open your mind and close your eyes. Now tell me what you see. Look up in the sky to rudder so plain. No, it's only me. Dropping nitrogen on your men, leaving them all frozen in a freeze frame. I rearrange the game and scramble the brain so they can't maintain on the same plane of existence. Your resistance is futile. Meanwhile, I'm loading my pistol with lyrical projectiles of style genetically altered to make you falter. Kneel down at my altar. My chromosomes do my microphone, so do the universe with my rhyme tone. In a parallel dimension, my rhyme retention rate is so great, I annihilate you and seize at an astonishing rate. So you can count how many, if any, are left breathing, seething with envy. So many my enemies want to end me, but they can't, cause only pretending. Send only one, your crew gets done. Send the whole fleet, you'll all get beat. Type your style, then press delete. Your styles erase, you chase through space at gravity zero. Trying to be a hero, but that was your last action. The origin of my satisfaction is thought of your body in fractions.
How much many more minds would it take to master to the measure of minding? Binding people together like paper with lining. I would have been signing autographs on your forehead if you killed my ass like an autotro.
What would you do if I say?
Increasing, piecing the puzzle together. I think there's a muscle in need of that mouth of yours. Spinning out whack metaphors. Where is the bed? I'd rather be sleeping than peeping the lyrics that be coming up off of your head. That's why I'm dead, because I'll tell you to your face and you're embracing this everlasting arm coming off this weak body of style. What a while, walk a mile, just as long as I get all the shit on my chest by telling you that you're weak in the stress. Maybe you should take a little bit of rapping recess, a little bit of skill you possess, a little bit less inaccessible, a little bit less in a decimal. To be an MC with the style that I have, you gotta require certain qualifications. My mind's on vacation, cause some of them people are strange.
Notice what happens when I place this tennis ball atop this little ramp I've got here. The abacus in the hair, the abacus is dusty, out and leaning on the table for this side line. Humans, kittens, not the issue, but for you, so notice the emphasis on what is. Yes, nerds know how. Chrysalis pride. The incubation period of circumstance, only one in the bottom. Omatic, 2 men, when the GC gets so on the outside.
I know I'm an emotionally disturbed person. People think I'm talking to myself when I'm rehearsing on the rhyme. A mass production is a mass production. Man, I go a pedal more to the left, there you go. Minimize the synthesizer wiser when I wind up for the pitch. But I don't pitch a bitch cause sales get derailed and told. He owed an abundance of cash. Damn, I let it go, he was my man. I tried to trust him, but I busted him twice in my trash can. And I'm asking, I don't need psychology to see the dichotomy in me. Knew something was fishy, but I'm better than wishy-washy or topsy-turvy. It kinda irked me that I called him sleeping, cause I try to be wide awake, but he slows it down so I can't dilate and show that I'm bigger than that. But I also have to consider the fact that opposed to him not being the right keeper, I'm a light sleeper. So, what do I mean when I reach maturity and still see that I'm not the mayor of my mayonnaise, the master of my maloo? At least I have a swing and a few things on my mind. It's never a good 90, not just a rise and shine. Why's the rhyme so important? Why do I have to be so potent and blow the microphone without choking? I don't. I'm arrogant and outspoken, mouth no token. I'm just the roustabout. I have a house in clout, but I don't come tight. But it's routine, it's true fame for true hip hop. It's a trip when I drop my style and forget it and forget where I got it from and how I got them sprung. Cause I'm stuck on myself and I depend on my luck and wealth for health matters. So I don't explode with stress. I'll serve you an elf platter. They'll tell me that my shit is fatter than the first, but I'm a light sleeping rapper in a hearse. Wake up, wake up, wake up. I don't wear sarongs in my songs. I just the skirts and verses. And I used to measure my demeters with clever pentameters, but I bounce like a pogo and I'm solo with the hobos. A nocturnal kernel in a journal. I put fly kids eyelids to rest a detour for deep sleep when I freak beats. I snap like a defective contraceptive and my sleep will be light, so you know that I'm tight. Wake up,
fashion folding. Shoes of perfect white, silk and flowing. Magenta yellow overlaps. A cobalt silhouette past dancing edges. Orange pop fusing warm glimmers. Casing of winds. Spinning shadows between the fragile. Brilliant of its shed and passionate tear. Douse roaring tender toward immortal brings. Replenished to brinks. Disappeared prisoner to its purity and nothing more. Prisoner to its purity.
I'm tired of being hard-headed, beaten, sweated, bedded with my past self-regretted habit. Used to chill, climbing down the molehill. I've made of my innate inner child still laughing when the future ain't as bright at the bottom. Evidence is not a problem. I fed up yours in the days of Shakespeare. My poems pour problems. Here's to what I become. The sun will always provide some inspiration. Until my figure in a museum, I remain in the muse of some madman's innovation. Remove my finger from your chest. These words are not made to seal your lyrics of ignorance. If the slump is ever left, I'm emphatic and adequate in this. Till I can once again become valid. Wish I could grasp my torso, but it slipped through my hands like my hands. It all comes hand in hand with coming to grips with where I broke. Angrily, bubbling, it's changing me, my whole outlook. Hey ma, look at me, no form, there I am on the notebook. I'm not romantic, I have to man, it wasn't my last endeavor. The rest of you shut up, I lack you building and pull myself back together. The sun will always be there to provide some inspiration. Clarifying cobwebs and corners, give me that warm feeling.
Contained chaos replaced with natural gracefulness.
The sun will always be there to provide some inspiration. Clarifying cobwebs and corners, give me that warm feeling.
The contained chaos replaced with natural gracefulness.
Being surrounded by wax, you'd swear I was a DJ. Living this nocturnal life, I never see the light of day. So May, I wandered through my enwrapped body to try and find the pinnacle of my presence, my totally pure state of mind. At the top it's heated, only in darkness I'm truly living for my immediate partner, for the life he was born forgiving. Standing tall and thin, you can't really make out my mask. The lifespan I was handed is disappearing depressingly fast. I've seen 40 nights, but can't recall any days. My peak is charred and curled, connecting with the wind, it sways. I interact with my cohorts to illuminate various faces. Mastered, meeting my match on a regular basis. I wait while the second hand keeps moving and stopping. Surrounding cylinders are quickly dripping and sopping, creating puddles in which I envision my own reflection, growing closer to the ground level, section by section. Previously I stood erect, how I long for just the dawn of yesternights, witnessing people's rights and people's wrongs. Symphony playing in the background to elevate my mood, I compact, becoming well aware that my ending existence is a fact. Thoughts flash back of being closer to the ceiling, clarifying cobwebs and corners, give me that warm feeling. Feeling cheated for all the energy that I relinquished. Hear my dying cry as my soul is slowly extinguished.
You can count on me to hold you steady, letting you drip down on me whenever you're ready to shed a glimpse of light on whatever the situation is. The contained chaos replaced with natural gracefulness. I felt some come and go. You ain't different than the rest of them. Different colors, different scented ones. Nothing changes but the aura, and I only notice a slight rendering. Yet it secures my existence. My usefulness depends on them. A mobile, inanimate, a feeble declaration for this inadequate planet. I took no part in creating, so I make my reality consume my space to play an intricate role behind no shadows on your face. Foundation never needed to be the shine. Illumination, I'm content with my place and time. Affiliation with desire, hunger for solidarity. Traces of your visit and departure scattered. My heart is matted with your remains, but nothing matters next to the fact is that fashion's how we're arranged. It's all deranged, how your smile's really a frown. Got me bound, 'cause once you burn out, down, I'll still be around. It's like that.
He don't speak much, like a silencer, but everything he touch cut. Scalpels, no sutures, no futures. Fatal abuse, unlike domestic violence, armed forces shun. In a withdrawn gun, light him up like Red Dawn and make him run. Turntables, platform spun, murder your firstborn son. He might be the Messiah, me, I reign like Herod, a level higher in the material. My empire loved me, imperial. When I killed Caesar, it was cereal. I killed Other heads, that's immaterial. They're dead, I got the dollars. Bought books like a scholar while you pray to the Father. I assassinate the sun on Friday, return on Sunday, hold the stone in place. There's no expression on my face. I'm like oppression laced with poverty, dressed slovenly. I do bodily harmful effects like malnutrition. Crying for manumission, I did it for the symbolism. Listen, I give MCs brain aneurysms, schizoid embolisms. When the demolition team arrives on the scene to intervene with the first bomb, they're injured by the second. You thought Vietnam was unpleasant cause you lost. Losers always butcher up the story to alter my victory. Contradictory, keep it sick for me. I kill for a cause, co-conspirator my jaws. Techniques cut like chainsaws at the brainstem, resulting in physical castration of your kind. Invasion of the Mongols set to my rhyme. Not even divine intervention could halt your ascension. Suckers like you French kissing death's vagina, liquid clitoris. Move on up and get a kiss. I give them seizures, stand around and watch them twitch.
Oh fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. 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 Oh fuck. Fuck. Oh fuck.
I'm like a pistol high caliber aimed at a challenger. D1 cut like Arthur with Excalibur. As I author text like Salinger, the user of Hitler's Luger, the past executor. In the future, my style's inside the secret files of Hoover under subversive black ruler. He wants my corpse in the cooler, but as long as corpuscles course, my muscles will use deadly force. When death arrives on a pale horse, I'll shake his hand and help him take the man. We do business like paper sheets and Wall Street. Elite killers, receipts, pockets with Skrilla. Turntablist gorilla from Mecca to Manila. Camouflage mercenaries, French villa. Call me Francois. Got within my anorak for click-clack. Government kickbacks, itineraries, facts. Aliases, dark glasses and hats. I read road maps, rewind a flat. Record dads at safe houses. Passports in broads, blouses exact. I douse his spouses with gasoline. Light them up and wait around to hear you scream. He drops the guillotine. I fiend for murder scenes. Fangoria magazine.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Fuck. Oh fuck. Fuck.
You have heard so much about him. But in a few minutes you're going to hear from him.
There's no difference in his brand names. He's prone to take advantage of his managerial position. He's a bad day manipulator, maker of indignance, and its stigma is a violent one about to be made into a movie, a silent one with melodramatic acting and fantastic facial contortions, embarrassing the distortion out of you. There's no need for buyer beware when everything is fair. When it comes to that man there, you really shouldn't stare, cause he moves sight unseen and he might come clean if we show some respect, which is rare. Don't burn the bridges where he walks, because nobody wants to hear his weird brushes with success stories and tales of elevated situations. It's all boring, depressing. Ingesting all the bad blood between us has turned me into a vampire, and MC lust to be the mean us. Still stuck on these broke down adhesives in this weird dream where I'm trying to get people safe from their bad habits. Now I'm just a passerby with an open eye for trouble, but I leave the beating tempo turn into a drum roll and productive lifestyle solutions on the double. Our motto and our logo is an icon called Crescendo, representing how and why and where the wind blow. It's all just pretend though. No friends, foes, and no one in between, because it's really not our scene.
Webster's dictionary defines is a symbol used to divide a compound word or a single word. So it seems to me that when a man calls himself an Afro-American, a Mexican-American, Italian-American, Irish-American, Jewish-American, what he's saying is, I'm a divided American. Well, we all came from other places, different creeds, different races, to form a nation, to become as one. Yet look at the harm a line has done. A simple little line, and yet
as divisive as a line can get.
You know what I feel like doing to you right now? I feel like squeezing you.
Louis Armstrong on a golden trumpet, Marian Anderson singing the Lord's Prayer, the savage power of Jack Dempsey, quiet pride of Jesse Owens.
We were born to live and breathe dirty in a city where the working is expensive and the pension is outrageous. The stage is set for mediocre episodes to make your head explode if you love the lesser player. Stress professor savior, all the women students love him. They think that he's so funny, complaining about money, did a minimal amount of work. And now he's gonna go berserk because it's 8 o'clock tomorrow. This morning, no warning, the mini thins were slipped inside the Diet Coke. So he'd keep telling stupid jokes, repeating everything he'd heard about, pounding out the keystroke words. The last time he suffered the plastic wrap of a watchful glass eye, constantly classically trained in promotion, 401k plans and name brands to stay sane's the objective. Cut because he wasn't cost effective, he wasn't fired, he was let go. I saved the memo, check the demonstration, contemplate creative sin a little, get proactive with it, y'all.
Everything disappears through time. As the years disappear, stickers fall from the walls. Even as my tags stop to shine, everything disappears through time. Although my voice on tape will never be erased, even when I die you can still hear me rhyme. Everything disappears through time. I've been through faces and places, pages, stages and ages, living my life on a day-to-day basis, but my voice on tape will remain ageless. I've been through friends and ends, children to men and girls to women, living in sin for the wrong decisions. But for those I'd hurt, I'd like to make amends, cause if you don't, karma will get you in the end. Time is a present, time is of the essence, time is vital. You can die with those titles, so plant your seed, cause living legends are a dying breed. We separate through 6 degrees. The fruit don't fall too far from the trees. That's how these MCs collaborate. Like shit accumulates, dissipates, wait and anticipate. I'll leave a trail, mark my path, mark my words, not marked by my past. Cause nothing lasts, not my tags or even scribes in glass. So when I'm dead and gone, the only proof of existence is a song. Even after my last breath, like Pac and Biggie still making hits after
Everything
death.
disappears through time as the years disappear. Stickers fall from the walls. Even when my tags stop to shine, everything disappears through time. Although my voice on tape, it will never be replaced. Even when I die, you can still hear my rhymes. Everything disappears through time. Everything disappears through time. A bloody Valentine, see him walking in my sleep. If I can be touched, then I can defeat. Sleep sound, I'll wake up, energized and ready to take on the world. Only if I can get up, purify the air with a portable air supply, humidifier, so I don't get dry. This is the most important 4 minutes of your life. Under high volumes, quality control type. Life is what's happening when you're listening to music. Experience is just a jigsaw puzzle. Pleasure and pain is one and the same. I hear your mom calling you loud. Muzzle your muzzle. Should've promote what's wrong in all sequences. It can't be erased or painting defaced. Yeah, that's right. Everything disappears through time as the years disappear. Even when my tags stop to shine, everything disappears through time.
Everything disappears through time. As the years disappear, stickers fall from the walls, and even as the sun stops to shine, everything disappears through time. Although my voice on tape will never be replaced, and even when I die, you can still hear my rhymes. Everything disappears through time. Everything disappears through time. Wholehearted, I'm stuck in what I started. Our dearly beloved departed, my feelings developed a heartache. Wishing I could take a break from the hate and the heartache, and weigh the balance between missed opportunity and choices I made. I am the present, past, and future entity, descendants of kings who were conceived in the prior centuries. 2 years of stress left my intuition unraveled, an offspring of negative experiences I had traveled. It's a long and weary road to regain what was bestowed upon me, to forgo my introverted monotony. So I gingerly pace myself, cautiously pondering memories of a jovial childhood where innocence had cradled me. No man is eternal, yet their actions are an island that can be stumbled upon during their moments of silence. I don't act solely for self, I gain for others as well, who can profit off my accomplishments to maintain their lives in hell. As those steps were made for me, I enterprise for friends and family, so that Generation X may endure what they are encountering. And when the day comes that I must return to the spirit form, I can see the impression I made the day that I'm reborn.
Everything disappears through time. As the years disappear, stickers fall from the walls, even as my tags stop to shine. Everything disappears through time. Although my voice on tape will never be erased, even when I die, you can still hear me rhyme. Everything disappears through time. Everything disappears through time.
You see, I'm a party pooper. Yeah, I'm a party pooper. Yes, sir. Project Blow, what are you? I'll have blood oozing out the dialing paint. Leave the club fuming and you'll file a complaint. When the next MC of human style is a faint whimper, ready to hinder their growth is my civil duty. I'd rather you find your inner beauty than riddle your booty. Cause the mercenaries and all the blind spots to get my person buried in a pie box. Is it because my first person carries on all of the time slots? Or cause I won't treat a Virgin Mary like livestock? I wouldn't be a girl who embraces Islam or Rastafari, doesn't hang out watching sitcoms with barflies. Not an androgynous tomboy or a lecherous lush with an affectionate bust who has a fetish to fuck. She give you genital warts so full of infected pus. What do you expect from us? Of course I'm a party pooper. Your girl makes me Kama Sutra while I'm squeezing barley from a juicer. I'm a party pooper, but you just wanna squeeze on Barbie's hooters and try to please the monarchy's ruler. But the way I serve these MCs is hardly a rumor. You see, I'm a party pooper. Come on, I'm a party pooper.
Yeah, man, gotta get in this club tonight. Get my drink on, poking them hoes, be on some hot shit.
Now,
you know?
what is hot shit? A warm stool for the butt horn of a mule? Or blow back and forth to the rules? Or take these fools to reform school? Or go ahead and buy a new pair of pants? Go to the square dance. You folks aren't given a fair chance to get on the ground a clear glance. But I'm certain that a rare chance for earner shares and grants. Like I'm certain that the handicap can hacky sack. Like I'm certain that your crappy raps don't get no hand claps. I'm sure like a breakout of anthrax, make you take out your Tampax. Stand back, you see where your budget goes. The more decimals on the check, the more special effects. But it's an inevitable letdown. These styles to make you feel like a vegetable from the neck down. These drum kicks sound like several tank rounds being fired. Shooting in the canopy to stop the hootenanny. Okay, people, exit the club. There's nothing to see. See, they bite chunks of bingo, and cyberpunks go home driving drunk. For God's sake, snap out of it. You dumb yuppies, Humpty Dumpies, and young guppies. Your pop songs are satire of itself. Your war machine backfires and melts. He thought it was just a hired help, but I'm a party pooper. But you just wanna squeeze on Barbie's hooters and try to please the monarchy's ruler. But the way I serve these MCs is hardly a rumor. You see, I'm a party pooper. You know I'm a party pooper. I'll say a Project Load, we all party pooper. I'll say Afterlife, we all party pooper. Yeah, BUSDRIVER, you know it's a party pooper. I'll say ZUMTHIN, you know it's a party pooper. I'll say Mexican descendant, they a party pooper.
lack the light protrude through molecules of oxygen intermingled with nitrogen. I still use my intellect circumnavigating both hemispheres. 3.89 milliseconds, my rhyme continues to tear through flesh. Thorough like transcendentalist poetics as I preach. Lyrics that intend only to beseech thee. Now I see light of day as ray beams shine through clouds like raindrops of acidic pH balance. My talents increase the feeling, the level gets more appealing. Some may act intelligent with the presence of relevance. Should have stayed celibate and abstain from touching the microphone. Transmitting hormones through electric shock treatment. Dream sequence, the family handling more weight than freight. Shake the fakes from the tree of knowledge to dwell among the snakes. Lock them in heaven's gate and wait for hell box to drop into the atmosphere. Cause suicide is coming near. Clearly you do not hear me directly as I speak. Avoid looking directly in my eyes because weak. I will make you draw energy from your adenosine triphosphate cycle. Avenge the title of my status when gripping the vocal tone magnification apparatus, aka the microphone. It must be known who has monopolized the globe. So all kowtow now and bow down to aloe asinine rappers. Losing skills by the second. Run for me as I beckon to get the mic checking. You lost it, so now you're gonna have to forfeit. Should've known that aloe black was about to take yo. Asinine rappers losing skills by the second. Run for me as I beckon to get the mic checking. You lost it, so now you're gonna have to forfeit. Should've known that aloe black was gonna take yo. You must now come to terms with the truth of your own meager existence on this earth. You have no proof, and you cannot convince us. My soul is too advanced. Ascending, it's the weakness of your thoughts I remember. Now run from me swiftly. I will lift thee off your britches. Keep a folder witness of all the coward punks such as you. So accept the facts as they're presented. Tis the very essence of your mental growth I prevent you. He's at the reasoning that brought us here to this point. Now it's time as I commence to verify golden rhyme. Words chime, emitted from my cerebral cortex, then flexed into esophagus complex, into the liver next, injected to molecules of air, which vibrate to your ear so that you know I'm still here. It's clear, we're aware, can life be leading me? It's been defeating me since I was counting numbers with phalanges. I can't stand these years weighing me down like every atomic resonance. I might as well be dead like presidents.
I was thinking you hold like a block. It's like chew on a stick or something. You just pull up a paneling or something.
Get on board.
Let's ride.
This is the part where me and you have to decide. Your life is on the line and I believe that's true. Now I'm just invading everything that made you. I saw the warnings, I saw how you were conforming. You wanted to be so unique, we saw the weakness and we started swarming. I'm just waking up in the morning to the mutiny on the bow. Look who isn't now.
It's a saline corruption, flushed in cuts and gashes. Lemon juice boys follow razors, catch Lazarus. Gingerbread tan, cookie crumble on the crumb cakes. I roll all like Spanish.
translate the Dutch breaks. Digits stick for dollars, these prisoners pop collars. My papers cover rock, the naked eye can't acknowledge.
I sound the sea hacks to get their notepads. I found a rhyme rehab, it's okay to be mad. It's just the way I grab what I don't have. It's more like, get up and out of my way. Help me out of the shallow grave, I'm strutting around with a wooden leg. It's a fair trade as I serenade the mermaid. Living through cannonballs and switchblades on this crusade.
We rock the boat, we spot the joke.
Fresh the most, we float and swashbuckling. Rock the boat, spot the joke. Fresh the most, we float and swashbuckling. Rock the boat, spot the joke. Fresh the most, we float and swashbuckling. Rock the boat, spot the joke. Fresh the most, we float and swashbuckling.
We Jolly Roger spice ships, our kids are iceless. The prisoners are miceless, our heroes are all lifeless. Thick as thieves, we roam the globe priceless. Whiskey rebels swinging their swords on the night shifts.
I'm not afraid, I just hear the ship is calling me. The ghost of Captain Lazarus Jackson, man, he always follows me. I know I can't get out, so I'm taking it out on you. I follow the route, looking for the land and claiming it for the crew.
All decks are clean, we wet shock machine. Dry pipers catch plugs and rats race for fiends. We move in like plagues on these scallywag legs. Make 'em walk the plank or we crack 'em like eggs. It's hard to call to Christ with troglodytes hogging all the mics. I fought with the mortar fights. Now I'm free for northern lights and introduce myself like thumbs to primates. Last Jack the quarter black body snatching on rhyme breaks.
Yo ho.
You slimy maggots and worms in my tackle box.
Yo ho.
Your trap minds automatically imagine lock.
Now realize we came for, I've been at war on shores. I took down the flag, put up ours, and we burned yours. You should've already known when you saw the skull and the crossbones. And you should've already have changed your course when you peeped the Delta Force. I see the players and posses, and pussies who wanna stop me. When I walk and try to distribute my living proof, they want 2 copies. But obviously, I can trick them in the game of skill. Take the tickets and tell them to spin the wheel. Let's make a deal. You got shook when I sank your battleship. I looked you dead in the eyes and I said D6. Rock the boat, spot the joke. Fresh the most, we float, swashbuckling. Rock the boat, spot the joke. Fresh the most, we float, swashbuckling. Rock the boat, spot the joke. Fresh the most, we float, swashbuckling. Rock the boat, spot the joke. Fresh the most, we float, swashbuckling. Swashbuckling.
Spot the joke. Fresh the most.
Swashbuckling. Spot the joke.
In its simple structure, craftsmanship of the field's best hands. Free drawn scripts for the prince and blade work down with the stilts on a room she stands. Ready with the ropes and veil, its console gears and cranks in her man-made chest. Job well done for the wood investors, landmark starts for the master's best. The axles to the plaster, and the sculpt frame to the details. It's a structure that embodies his service to the workshop, and the drawboard for the last time his apprentice is amazed at the cut. Then he finishes first with a wood guild with an oak tree and an artisan's blade. This is considered the moment of justice due, yet we're minutes away, persuaded to stay and watch the world progress. Yes.
Dislocating, hitting the brush tip with just enough wit to puncture the canvas stand with ease. The easel slips into one grip. One stripped of a water-based drain, the ink well of its sails. I'll wake up in next week, still clutching the salvage hammer and nails. Stack the stones and plant the seeds. Take sides with the flourishing nurture thieves. Weaving a kite string of weeds that might bring us closer to 9 rings. Hijinks steer the carriage to where its wheels to split spokes. With contents under pressure, the detours undress your feathered hopes. Half clothed, luck tucked its clovers beneath the soil patch. Pluck the remaining charms, presenting harm from the turmoil's laughing I watch the black and white butterflies flutter by my lullabies, but covered sides with Krylon applied onto view the colors glide. Animate the hands of fate, or they form a forceful fist. It breaks the mistakes and take the slit of porcelain kissed wrist. Sits cradled in the strangled sweat beads along my cap's brim, with the outlook of a lighthouse shining a map across the water's cringe. Now swim into the difference and make a mark inside each minute. Rock the standards, borders, and etch extensions in every engraved limit. It sways rituals to sermons, individuals to persons. Rush to escape your now in order to come to terms. Then 10 steps from mutual. You don't have to see what I see, but just promise that you'll always keep your eyes open with me.
shocked. You got your kicks rocked. You got your backpack and your email and your hip hop. Ooh, y'all too underground. Yeah, y'all too fucking real. I only feel that spinning wheel. Y'all cops ain't stopping the deal. We making music. Plus we ain't amused, kid. Just movement through the barricades and improve shit for the new lick. Got a new trick, wanna use it. Stack a little cool for your new bitch. Nowadays even suckers need friends. Got a groovy, wanna suck another crew, dig when. Little experts with your neck shirts. Post gas on your neighborhood network. It ain't hip hop, it's arrangement of sounds. Y'all artificial hard, too cool to be down. Got your magazines, plus your magazines. Got your whole script down with your bad and scenes. Analytical trash, it up the daily basis. Pointing fingers like I know y'all names and faces. Dropping lines trying to babble over hotmail. I'd rather burp up blunts, have a cocktail. Stop tripping and walk, you little miserable dog. Stop acting like a style, just live with dogs. Up after shows, y'all master flows. Wings flapping like black, trying to catch the crows. To fly through my particular mile. Proceed like a crook through a criminal trial. Digging for style, just bury yourself. It's like thugging to die is a reflection of health. You can lose yourself, you can lose your rep. I get this, my nerves, but my pride is kept. Real kids shake hands when they try to step. Throw pounds on the mouth, got wide respect. Real kids shake hands when they try to step. Throw pounds on the mouth, got wide respect. Ooh, you got your disc jock. You got your kicks rock. You got your flat range and your fat change and your hip hop. Y'all too fucking hard. Yeah, y'all too fucking real. I only feel my spinning wheel. Y'all cops ain't stopping the deal. We making music. Plus we ain't amused, kid. Just movement. The barricades and improve shit for the new lick. You wanna do it? Drive a new whip, buy a cruise ship. When the pool drips, King Hippo to the guts with the loose lips. Pack fleet submarine will produce hits. Criminal infamy, pure pimpancy from my infancy in this industry. Six suckers on top with no sympathy. If your chick wants sick, she can get the D. Nothing complicated, nothing compensated. Rap shields round the ball, my formulated. Swim now with your chump change. Platinum in the strains of the signs when I pump things. Roll years on all crime subjects. Close bills on all crime suspects. Please listen to the
SHOCKADOOM zone. I'd like to fly away. SHOCKADOOM. These fools ain't fools, we bloom. SHOCKADOOM. Chrome underneath an African nighttime moon. SHOCKADOOM. Kaboom, mushroom cloud the doom. Boom. In the noontime sun. Jumping over a room, riding broom. A brand new little black baby born from a womb. In tune. With a coon in my beat go. Maroon on the same battle when I streets boom. They must release all the hostages soon. All you can do is act fools, I can do this. My try to tap power, pride, battle, God, and gloom. Crack a boom, spawn bottle over your head, tycoon. Cocoon this whole room in silk. Typhoon and monsoon in the black lagoon. And the shit ran away with the show.
soil, or some of them fertilize soil, or eat other pests. Plain food for a hungry bird just plain food for a hungry bird and her brood. Which is all part of being. Which is all part of nature. A balance of nature. Very simple. It's really very simple. You see? Don't you agree? You see? Every bear must have a bee. Bear must have like a he must and just like a he must have even a dog must have a even a dog must have in order that we keep a balance of nature. Set by the rangers in charge of wildlife. Teachers and librarians will be glad to show you where to get this information.
Man, I've been waiting for this to make commercial niggas hit the left. Here's the right man, yes I hit you up. Knees buckle up like a seatbelt. Here's bad help for your faking. I'm taking a still piece mic from you. I hate ordinary style, sitting here wondering how in the hell you think it's thinking rhymes as well. Instructor, rich relax while you're letting your niggas know temporaries came from, bruh. That's the most shows, you know what I'm saying?